I mentioned earlier, sleep paralysis is the experience of when, upon waking or falling to sleep, you become aware that you are unable to move. It's very evident. Your eyes are open. You're fully conscious of your surrounding. You're probably in bed. Your television is probably on, or you're probably sleeping next to your spouse. But you're trying to move. You're trying to speak, and you are incapable of doing those things. Now, the duration of sleep paralysis sometimes lasts for a few minutes. It all depends on the intensity of it. So what I want to list off here now is a few of those symptoms after, or not even after, but during the course of sleep paralysis and just after you would have broken out of it. Some people in the event of having the sleep paralysis, and they wake up and they feel themselves being held down and they finally break out of it, they would normally have the following experience afterwards. For example, they would feel a very, very evil presence in the vicinity where they are. Some people will actually feel or sense this presence spiritually moving around, whether it's the bed or the couch they're sleeping in or lying in. They would feel this presence moving about. Some people will wake up to someone or a voice shouting out their name, or making some remark, but of course there's nobody there. Some people will feel their bed shaking. Sometimes it can be very violently, as well as can be, in most cases, it's very, very subtle. And the reason for this is that these evil spirits now is trying to challenge or wear out the mind of this person to make them believe that they're imagining these things. So some people will just stay still in the bed to see if it's them. The shaking of this bed is being originated from them, and they would feel that slight shaking of the bed. Some people will wake up to feel, or during the sleep paralysis, because remember now you're fully conscious, you're not asleep. When you experience sleep paralysis, you are not sleeping, you're awake. They would feel like something pulled their toe, or something tried to pull them out of the bed or shove them. In most cases, they'll either be in that bed by themselves or with whomever else, but the other party is asleep, fully unconscious of the events that the other party is experiencing. In some of the most extreme cases, and we're going to explain this even deeper today, you would find some people that are sexually molested by an invisible being, which is a spirit, during this course, or they are being touched inappropriately during this bout with sleep paralysis. It is common for everyone to experience the pressure on them, where they feel like this heavy weight, but they cannot, and it's a tough battle to break out of this heavy weight. And when you do break out of it eventually, your body's extremely tired, very much weary, almost as if you were in a battle. But what I want to make clear before I even go on, all of this is going on spiritually, and here is why that is the case. If I was to hold your arms right now, Cindy, and put pressure on it, you would literally see the indentation in your skin. But as heavy as that weight is, as it relates to the events of sleep paralysis, there are no indentations in your skin.
No.
You don't see no heavy weight pressing on your chest. I'm saying that because this is only empirical evidence that this experience is not affecting you physically. It is your actual spirit that is being held down. And what do I always tell you on the show? The real you is your what? Spirit. So if your spirit is being held down, then it is automatic that your physical body cannot move. So while you're sitting there and you're trying to break out of this thing, you're trying to scream or call on Jesus, and that's the only thing that will cause it to be broken. And of course, we're going to go into that later. But it is holding down your spirit. Just like when that child jump up with those piercing scream, that spirit is visiting the spirit of that child and tormenting that child. And in some cases, the spirit will manifest to the child. Now, the child is just a child. The child can't say, "Mommy, Daddy, I saw this, whatever, poison." So the child just begins to scream out of fear.